Hello, compatriots, and welcome to the July 2023 America 250 Minute. On July 29th, 1773, upon returning from a trip to Boston for medical treatment, ardent Philadelphia patriot George Clymer wrote a letter to thank Josiah Quincy, mayor of Boston, for his hospitality and to share a few thoughts about the growing movement for independence. It is a terrific real-time insight into the growth of the patriot cause. Clymer wrote, "Dear Sir, I returned home a few weeks ago considerably the better for my eastern journey, and have already let too long time slip without acknowledging the obligations your many civilities have laid me under. I have thanks to return many gentlemen at Boston on that score, and could wish my own countrymen were not justly accused of falling so short of yours in the great virtue of hospitality. But hospitality was not the only virtue I had reason to admire there. Your patriotism is the great support of the common cause, and I trust will in time diffuse itself so universally as to make all attempts against American liberty as vain as they are wicked. At present, indeed, it seems to have taken but shallow root in some places, particularly at New York, where all political principles are truly as unfixed as the wind. One year sees the New Yorkers champions for liberty, and the next hugging their chains. Our Pennsylvanians I take to be in the mean betwixt both. I cannot call it the golden mean, for surely it is not alone sufficient, where our liberties are so greatly threatened, to think justly of the danger, or to have the principles of freemen. These principles should direct the conduct of every individual and the public. I beg you will make my particular compliments to Mr. Hancock and Mr. S. Adams. There are no men more worthy of general esteem. The latter I cannot sufficiently respect for his integrity and abilities. All good Americans should erect a statue to him in their hearts. Our acquaintance has been yet short, but believe me, it will leave an impression on me of longer date, and a strong desire with it of cultivating your friendship. I sincerely wish you and Mrs. Quincy every possible happiness, and am, dear sir, your most obedient servant, George Clymer." George Clymer was one of the earliest advocates for independence, and is one of the few people to have signed both the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. During the Revolutionary War, he co-founded a private bank to help support the Continental Army, and Washington himself acknowledged that the Army would have dissolved without Clymer's support. Although not as well known as some of our other founding fathers, George Clymer played a very important role in the formation of our nation. I will see you next month. Stay safe, everybody.